Yes, my first rose is out, although it's just been raining. No, it hasn't, it's a tropical beach. Well, little update. After yesterday using that household switch, which I realised wasn't really ideal, I'm going to use that. It's too long though. I found it. Well, I've used the one in here as that's sort of an ideal length, and I've just done a test wire of it using the handlebar switch, which I'm not going to use for those spotlights because they're staying off. I don't want them spotlights. I'll film them inside. I mean the brackets, where did I put them? I think I put them way down here. There's bolts on the brackets. The brackets were 20 quid, I'm sure. They're 10 each or 20 quid each. But the bolts in the bracket went bloody rusty, so I polished all that off. And I was going to put a dab of silver hammerite on the end. But I thought, why have spotlights on a bloody, well, what is a Hornet muscle bike? Street Fighter. My 1300 might have been a muscle bike, but this is 300cc less, isn't it? What was I saying? I keep waffling off at a tangent. I'll get to the point. Oh, hello Blackie. Got your little routine. I like to be stroked through this fence and you attach my fingers. And your claws are like needles, aren't they? But you keep your claws in when you're playing, aren't you? You're a good boy. Where's your twig? You were patting a twig before. Play with your twig. Yeah. Yeah, that project box I got a while back, which was to mount this LED in, so I've just done that. The other LED was knackered, so I whizzed it. Yeah, so basically 12 volt plugs in, neutral into the control box, a black box that I mended yesterday. The positive goes all the way here in this twin cable, which luckily I found in the drawer, no need to go to the car shop. Twin cable goes straight in there, the black lead, and of course you switch it, complete the circuit. The yellow lead is now the live circuit when it's switched on, which powers up this to tell you the Tarzan horn is active, goes back, and then into the control box with the positive now switched on live. Does that make sense? Quite a simple circuit. And listen for the click on the horn. Yeah. So I have a little light indication that the Tarzan horn is live, and I'll mount that on top of there. This is, like I said, I can take all this apart and rewire it, stick it on there. I was hoping to use that spot. I like one of those blue digital gear indicators, but it's in the price. 75 quid for a one that's wired. But you can get a cheap one that's operated by gluing magnets to the back of the gear lever. Actually, it'd glue better there, wouldn't it? Because I've got my fiberglass belly pan there. I've seen people epoxying them so the metal work, but if I've got that there, it'd actually work a lot better. And every time you click it, it activates the circuit. But it's not very accurate. If you do a false gear change, it'll be a false number on here. But I'm not 75 quid, geez. Where do you get that from? The well-known brand's called Acumen. I've seen them, and it said 74.99, but just for the luxury of having a bloody gear indicator. But sometimes on the motorway I'll be clicking looking for gear number 7 and there isn't one. But it's not really necessary because I can't do over 100 anyway, and you shouldn't do really anyway if you're not naughty. Because I've got that anti-puncture gel in the tyres, and when it gets to close to 100 mile an hour the front end shakes. It's not meant to. It says it doesn't affect handling, but in fact it does. It flobs around in the tyre. So, bollocks to the digital. It looked nice, wasn't it? All blue. But that's going there instead with some sticky foam on, screws to the downside, wires behind. I've earthed this on in there, just loosen that mounting bolt for the fairing, slip that in the crack, tighten it up. I could have done a proper job and looped that round there, but that's just nipped in tightly, that's not going to budge. So that's going to be mounted there discreetly. It's not flat, is it? That foam tape will compensate for that though. It's flat enough. It's just what I did last year with a chrome bracket, but that looked crap, it started to rust, but that looks fairly neat, doesn't it? Tarzan horn on. There's some kids next door, I don't want to frighten them. How to do a road runner. Oh, that's a horse one. Yeah, it's an A, it's not an I. So there we are, and off. Dead as a door now, just what I want. And when it rains, that goes off and goes in a plastic bag in this hollow bit here, and you see, very handy then, because in there are my bleepers for my indicators, not drugs as Harley man said. So there we are. I'll route the wire and then do a permanent connection. Soften it there. So there we are, quite a simple job. I'll put that back in the cupboard. And just for a little spotlight table lamp, that it'll come in useful for something else. Bin all them I've snipped off. I don't want you cats swallowing them, do I? So there we are. Job's a good one. Goodbye from me and goodbye from Wallace. More tea, Gromit. Try not to touch the halogen. Look at that, can you see? Super bright. I don't think they're recommended to be that bright. There's a little box. Yeah, my eyes have gone now. Yeah, 55 watts. And I think they're meant to be 20 watt or something. I just mentioned these are the spotlights that I got, £20 each, and as you can see the bloody fixings went rusty. They're nice though. The actual body shell isn't made of mild steel. When I got my last pair years ago for my X4 they were made of brass. But what these are I don't know, there's not a spot of rust on these. And these are the brackets, the heavy duty brackets, and you can see they've gone a bit grotty. They're not intended for winter. If you have a summer cruiser bike and a winter hack, these will go on your summer shore bike, won't they? As you can see, look at that, it filled up with water. Because, I mean really I had them that way, which is the wrong way, because they'll just fill up with water through the little gaps. That's the way they should be on a bike, or even a car. So water drains out of here. Anyone wants some, let me know. These are the chrome horns I got when I thought my blue ones were out of stock, then I found the supplier. So, a bit of rust on them, is that from the packet? I think they're on my bike for 2 days before the blue ones arrived, so I took these off and fitted the blue ones. But the super loud, twin, high and low. And that is a cat turd. Ooh, it's a real one. Ooh, the drop one's in here. Ooh. Well, I get a shock. Oh, good. Is that the lower one, I presume? So this must be the high one. Wrong. That's the lower one, that's the high one. Does it say on? The blue ones, it says H Tap. I don't know what H Tap manufacturing company is. Look nice though, don't they? Okay, I finished the wiring. I actually moved the tank, what you do, thanks to one of my subscribers. Is loosen that bolt, slide it back and it lifts up about 6 inches. Just put a little cardboard box under. Routed the wire so it doesn't nip. Used half a dozen cable ties. Fasten it down that way, and there we are, into the little leather pouch. The green one is a speaker wire. I pulled that through and give it about 3 inches more than I had before. What's that there? Is that the rectifier? Oh, what is it? Anyone knows what that is, let me know. It's some kind of... I don't know what. Oh, what was that? Oh no, it was just that making a noise. Right, so there we are. Make sure that seat goes back on. I found that inside my last one. Nice quality sticky tabs, but they aren't that sticky. I often have a lot of trouble with this because I've had to bend that over, little locating things that stop. Where did he go? Rubber doofers are there. So yeah, they squash on these because I've got two 12 volt thingies. It has. I've got oil everywhere now. Yeah, that's not piss, is it? Oh no, it's oil dripping off my funnel. I can smell cat piss then. Stray cats keep coming in and pissing. That's a thanks I get for leaving biscuits out. I think I'll leave that empty. Yeah, I was saying to Hepcat Harley, I was just watching that video back from yesterday and I noticed red light was on. I thought, oh, it's a fuel light, but it isn't. The fuel light's amber there, and I'm sure the red light was on when I was at that viewpoint high in the hills. So, as you can see, I've just put, I'd say a funnel full of oil. And I'll go for a little spin now, check this is all fine, as you can see. Switch is on, clicks, which means it's ready for use. Leave it off the rest of the time. Quite pleased with that. Nice little neat thing up, it stays stuck there. There's still room for a gear indicator on top if I ever get one, if I ever win the lottery. Ah, sorted. Nice chance of it burning out now. Right, I'll go for a little test ride. Like I said, check that oil level when I get back. Imagining not noticing the oil light come on. I thought it might be sun reflecting on it and lighting it up, but it can't be. Well, it seems to work. I could hear a slight vibration, but it's only probably something I've taped to something else, I hope. It's the sunshine gone. It was sunny before. Doesn't look so far away, does it? But they say that the average horizon is about 25 miles, so that's spot on. Because that's exactly what Blackpool is from here. That flat bit in the middle, can you see? Bet you can't see a thing because of the perspective of this camera and its wide angle. going on there? Oh, he's got a long walk, hasn't he? Have you had a taxis, Albert? What's the idea of that? Why would you walk on here? I could have given him a lift if I had my spare helmet. Only if that's why he stopped then. Would you like a lift, mate? No, I'm walking. Unless he's just been dumped out of that car by a girlfriend after a row. Oh hello, he's pulling in. I've had a bus stop. It's a girl. Yeah, I've had a bus stop. Oh yeah, it's not lovely all lit up. That's what I mean. The sunshine lights the entire perspective of the landscape up. Another one. What are you doing, Gladys? I'm letting my dog out for this shit. I was going to test my toys and all in there, and I don't want to frighten that old bat. I'll turn round up here. Right, so on, off, on, off. When it's off, tries and knowing doesn't work. When it's on, it works. Hurrah! I want you to get ahead, Albert. So I'm going to do a full test, all, well, there's 8 sounds, but you have to press 2 buttons together to get 7 and 8. One's a chicken noise, and the other's a cavalry charge. I've actually done a video of all 8, one winter, a couple of years ago. Right, power on, can you see little lights? Yes, little light on, little light off. Get round the corner. Sorry ladies, just testing my tyres and all. Pull over here, shut it. I don't know why they're tootling. Are they doggies or something? Actually, I brought my camera. A good place for a picture, that would. Yeah, I brought my old stills camera. Because my big one's a bit too bulky. Tries and hold off. Back off. Gloves there. Right, Wallace. Side stand secure. I prefer a bit of blue sky. That's my old camera. Pentax Z750. 5 optical zoom, 7 megapixels. So my new camera's 20 megapixels. You won't be able to hear that, but when you started off you could customise it to have your voice on to say hello. So I have my voice in. Hello Walter! Hello Walter! Let's do a test here. Oh, it's quiet. So watch his over there though. Light on. Little click. Off. On. Click. So his car's gone. what's so moving? Oh, what have I done? The stampeding shit. Oh, what have I done? Let's get out of here. Oops, did you see that? That's not a panic cry, is it, for a horse? Oh shit. Hope I haven't panicked him into running into a bloody fence or something. They'll be alright, won't they? They're not daft. What am I saying? Horses are thick. Police are looking for someone on a blue bike with a silly Tarzan horn that frightens some horses by pressing the horse button. In the description it's it must be entirely dense, 6'6" tall, 20 stone. Nothing better to do on a Sunday afternoon than faff around for 2 hours wiring a Tarzan horn up and then scaring horses with it. I thought it might be a horse greeting, not something to frighten them. I tell you what, I forgot to check the tyre pressure. I'll do that when I get home. It feels a bit wobbly. At least we haven't had the red light on again for the oil. Must have just needed a little top up. I checked the filter to make sure it wasn't loose.